Let's say it together. And what, Kevin? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know where we're going at. Let's do that again. You do.
Ready, Kevin? 1, 2, 3.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. We got a couple big announcements. First off, KFC Radio Live will be a part of the New York City Comedy Festival, which is a yearly week of comedy all across all the different venues in New York City, all 5 boroughs. 7 days, 5 boroughs, over 200 different comedians, 100 different shows, and KFC Radio will be a part of that for the first time ever. So we are going to be on stage Friday night, November 12th. The early show, it's like 6:30 or 7 o'clock at the Gramercy Theater. It's probably one of our bigger shows ever alongside the Wilbur. So tickets are on sale now. We're going to put on a fucking spectacle for you.
I might learn how to swallow swords.
It would actually be better if you didn't learn how to,
Just
but still
tried it.
tried. Imagine. John just like slits his fucking throat.
We just spin that as a fucking...
Whatever you're about to say, jar. Whatever you're about to say, jar it.
Well, it would be a spin job. So it would be a spin job of an accidental death that
Right.
we spin into.
Oh, no, John died.
Yeah.
That's how we wanted to go out.
John swallowed a sword without knowing how to swallow swords.
Right.
So that ended how you think it did?
You swallow a sword, and I will fire breathe without knowing how to breathe fire. Mine's easy. You just spit fucking gasoline. I'm just so sick of his... I'm so sick of his sickness.
I bet you are.
You're just...
I thought I ruined that.
Nah.
You are becoming my Toby. Why are you the way you are?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know.
Listen, no,
But,
back
like,
to... We're
yeah,
on
back-
sale. We got tickets
to the
on
show.
sale. We're up... I know the Are You Garbage guys are going to be performing along with, like I said, a zillion other acts. I think Mike Cannon and Feeney are up there. So all of, all the New York comics who you've seen on the show throughout the years, and we're finally joining them. So, the podcast guys getting up on stage at the Comedy Festival is a pretty big...
With quite a... Like, as you threw out the word spectacle, with quite a spectacle, I think. We'll see. Nothing is confirmed, but we have
John,
grand ideas in our head.
Can I tell you how
and
much...
that's a start.
Can I tell you how much nothing's confirmed? I don't even know if we're actually a part of the festival.
No.
Like there's a big poster. I don't know if we're on it. The Gramercy Theater. Nick was like, I don't know if the Gramercy Theater's a part of it. I don't know if we're even in it, John.
Why?
We might just be bootlegging our way into the festival.
Well, people have told us we're in the festival.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going with what I was told.
I'm not going. I didn't invent the idea.
I didn't
Someone
make
called
this
me
up.
and said, "Do you want to be in it?" I said, "Sure."
That's what I'm saying.
What more do I have to do?
It's like, can we just get on the fucking poster, goddammit? But we're in it. Or maybe we're not, but we got a
Feels
live
like
show
we're not in it, if we're being honest here.
But we got a show Friday night.
This is all news to me,
Yeah.
and it all feels like we're not in this fucking thing.
Absolutely. I don't think we're in it.
All right. I don't know if we have the budget for the fire breathers anymore.
Anybody wants to come on stage before the show and do weird shit, well, you're welcome. You just got to be cheap because we're not actually in the comedy festival.
What the fuck?
John, there is a poster that has like 800 names on it.
We're not on it?
I don't think we're on it.
All right.
Right? I mean, I had Zach look through it. He was like, it's alphabetical. So like, it looks like a what's that thing? Coachella. And I was like, take a look at this and like find her name. And it's like, I don't think, look how long that fucking
We're not on that list,
I
huh?
don't think we are.
Okay.
And it goes
So
from
I
A to
used
Z.
to look at the Coachella or Coachella, whatever the fuck the shit thing's called. We really fucked that up in my own head and
Yeah.
nowhere else.
Yeah.
What do they mean, Coachella or Couchella? Yeah, no, they mean Coachella. But I used to wonder what the people in the small font did.
Yeah,
I figured they were probably like postal workers who also had a little jam band with their friends, and they're like their dad's
They're, like, working the
friend who never
concessions.
really grew up.
Yeah, they're not even actually performing.
No, it turns out they're wildly successful people who just don't even get on it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I'm looking
That's
at,
fun. That's good.
I'm getting to the K's here.
I've been in
HIJK.
almost a decent mood all week, so I'm glad this happened.
We've got Katie Hannigan, Kevin Iso and the Flatbush Misdemeanors, Kyle Gordon is great, and
They
that's
also
it for the
did
case.
Coachella.
And that's it for the case. So, but also to be fair, so I see Are You Garbage? I see Trevor Wallace is on there. There's a couple names that we know, but a lot of names that I don't. Sam Morrill's on there.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not doing the festival.
But we are just doing a show Friday night in November in the middle of the festival, so then who fucking cares? I'd almost rather, this is like when we,
This is like fucking.
this is the media day. This is the NFL media day where we don't actually get invited, but we're like a part of it.
Oh,
somehow.
I was gonna say that this is McDonald's having a sale and saying it's part of Restaurant Week.
Yeah.
This
This is
come
Tico,
in, get a
Texas.
cheeseburger for $1. It's a Restaurant Week at McDonald's.
This is Tico, Texas saying she was a part of South by Southwest when she was just at a fucking weird bar like 20 miles away. We're in the New York City Comedy Festival. No, you're fucking not,
Except
assholes.
no one told the New York City Comedy Festival. Or they did and they said no thanks.
We were told we weren't allowed to start promoting it until a certain time when the festival went live, and I don't even think we're in it. We could have been selling tickets all this time. God damn it, we've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
So just fucking
Led
buy
astray. Run
tickets.
amok.
So
Yeah, just buy your fucking tickets. And maybe John is going to kill himself with a sword. All right? There's your big tease.
clearly,
The other announcement.
not as big as the fucking EastEnders or whatever the hell that band you said was. Not even a band.
Let's see. Can we search our names?
Oh no, I already looked on this site. We're not.
Yeah, we're
there.
not on there.
And this is where I saw
But
Graham.
also-
Hey, guess what? I was gonna ask them for tickets to Gary Goldman, but I just bought them instead. Pretty happy I did that.
Pretty smart.
pretty happy I didn't send them any. Like,
Hey, we're the
what's
talent.
up? One of the acts, just wondering if I could get tickets to Gary. Like, we've never heard of you. Like, that guy went out of my way and just busted out the credit card on that one, saved myself a load
Big
of
baller.
embarrassment.
I to be fair, not to put anybody down, but I mean, some of these people, it's like.
What's what I said? I've never heard of the EastEnders. What's the
We-
band?
I-
I keep calling them a band because they sound like a band.
Yeah, no.
Flatbushers?
Yeah, it was Kyle ISO Flatbush Misdemeanors.
The Flatbush Misdemeanors.
No, yeah, I think it's all one thing. Kevin ISO Flatbush Misdemeanors.
All right. Well, see, don't sound like a band if you don't want to call you a band. That's a band.
Fair. That's a band.
Sure, they're very nice people.
Maybe they're performing. Maybe they're doing
Fuck
music.
if I know. I don't know.
I don't know. We're a part of the New York City fucking comedy festival.
Wait, let's just hit me a search. Here.
Yeah,
Let's just-
I think nothing's gonna.
no results, right?
Just nothing.
Okay.
7 boroughs. It should say 7 boroughs, 5 days, 100 shows, 200 comedians, not KFC Radio.
Bro, what is happening?
Make that graphic. Make exactly like
This
that
is-
with white font that says "but not."
I'm
KFC
learning
Radio.
this all in real time.
I learned this all like 5 minutes ago.
I was sure we were at the New York City Comedy Festival.
I was too until God, the last thing I texted you that picture of the last thing that you texted to me was the guy with the balls from Friday Night Pints.
The guy with the regular ass balls?
I wouldn't call those regular, dude.
I mean, they're calloused. They look like a elephant's hoof. But
They do.
But aside from that, they're pretty bright. They're regularly sized.
Those
His issue was with
balls,
the size
those
of
balls
them.
look like they have like barnacles growing on.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there was a guy on Friday Night Pints we discussed who said he had his balls were enlarged from the vaccine, and I just stumbled upon that picture. That ruined my day. Also, well, my day was already ruined when I found out I thought I was in a festival that I'm not actually in.
The guy you made fun of has a show on Showtime.
The show on Showtime? First of all, I didn't make fun of anybody. I said it sounded like
Whatever.
a band's name, which it does. Second of all, what's the show?
It's called The Flatbush Misdemeanors. I'm off mic. Kevin Iso is the filmmaker and like the movie he makes a show, and the show is called The Flatbush Misdemeanors. So he's a writer for a show on Showtime.
I hope they have like 10 million
Okay, so
followers. or
what's
something.
that show about? Is it about a band in Flatbush?
Yeah, probably.
His stand-up, he has like a stand-up clip. It has like 400,000 views on YouTube.
Everybody on this list is bigger than us. Everybody's probably like, who the fuck?
What's this about?
There probably was a poster with our name on it, and some of these acts were like, get rid of the fucking these guys. No, you know what? I bet actually they might actually not put like a Barstool affiliated thing on there. To be honest, that's entirely possible.
Yeah, save themselves some heat at the comedy festival.
You never know.
Yeah.
That Ari
Comedy World
Shafir's
is-
on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. That would be nice if that happened. Like, we don't need to be a bad PR. We're not gonna put these fucking assholes on it.
The other announcement I have to make is that for the 20th time in 21 years, the New York Yankees are eliminated from postseason contention without even as much as a World Series appearance, John. It's the first time They have not made the World Series in 18 years, which is the first
Wait,
time since
really?
1921.
No,
No,
that's
it
not
was
true.
it was
They
the
won in
they have
2009,
not
right?
won. What was it? It was something about 18 years. And it's the first time that has happened since 1921, which was their first World Series appearance. So we're talking like this type of futility has not happened since the Yankees weren't the Yankees.
Yeah, the league's
So,
caught up to him.
I honestly, I mean, and I'm guilty of doing this because I
maybe
make
you missed the quote, an all-time quote.
what?
Aaron Boone gave that quote last night.
What did he say?
The league's caught up to us.
After they lost?
Yeah, he said, "Yeah, the league's caught up to us. We got some changes to make." The league's caught up to you. Hi. Sir, the league passed you by over a decade ago.
There's so many teams ahead of you. No one is chasing you except for like wild card teams who barely,
you came in third place in the division this year.
The Mariners.
We made the league caught up to you.
The Mariners almost passed you by. Give me a fucking break, Aaron Judge. Give me a fucking
Aaron
break.
Boone.
Aaron Boone.
I mean, it is an insane thing to say. He has to get fired. I think.
Well, it's not even fired. It's just that his
fired.
contract's
Those contracts
expired,
up? Okay,
so
so
they're
he's not getting renewed.
Right? That's
it
right,
is.
Mike? I think he's
The
just
league has caught up to us.
That
Sir,
is incredible.
Sir, you haven't beat the Boston Red Sox in the postseason since 2004.
8 out of 9.
The last person to beat the Boston Red Sox in the postseason was Aaron Boone. You're telling me the league's caught up to you?
Bro, that is so perfect. So my question was going to be, and I'm guilty of putting this on a pedestal too because I get excited every time they get bounced. But I don't like that last night was like, we all stood up, shook hands, and was like, all right, see you later. It was never in doubt. They rolled over and died. Nothing but
I
a
felt
whimper.
bad for the viewers last night.
Right. It was like there's not even much to do here.
No theater, no pageantry, no nothing. Just fucking a simple shit kicking.
And I saw, Marty's video pregame last night. We are the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole's gonna shove it in the middle, and I get it all, but at what point does that stop? Like, it was actually, as we made fun of him for it, but you know who was dead right and honest and real the whole time?
Jersey
was Hubs.
Jerry. Oh, Hubs.
Hubs and Jersey Jerry, who just bet against the Yankees. But Hubs was like, yeah, Garrett Cole's hurt and he's not good, and like I hope we get 4 innings out of him. They only got 2. He knew that the offense, like all year, Tommy's been shitting on the team. He canceled them 3 or 4 times. He knew the offense wasn't good. We joke about those guys being like, they don't look like Yankee fans and shit. That's the real. The real Yankee fan is a fan
I feel bad making fun of them for that too, though, because it's become almost over the top at this point where it's like it's piling on. Where it's like it used to be the big fucking meatheads with the gold chains, and now it's
these fucking guys.
Now it's these guys.
Yeah.
And
but it is.
Now
But
it's guys
also,
you'd be
what's
thrilled
worse?
to see in a dark alley.
Well, right. Yeah. Listen, no one's no one's afraid of Hubs and fucking Tommy, but you
if
also
we
don't
bump
want
into them in the dark, all 5 of them they go the other way.
Yes. Yes.
We don't want any trouble, sir.
But you don't want to be the gold chain gabagool goombats either. So
No,
it's not
but
the
it
worst
was-
thing
it was
in the
part
world.
of the lore.
But there was an intimidation factor
Yeah.
that's not there anymore.
Right.
But there shouldn't be. That's my point. There should not be an intimidation factor anymore. It's you know what? When people from now on say we're the New York Yankees, that means that you're like a wild card team who's gonna have a 90 win season.
You
hopefully.
show up to a party you shouldn't be at with a boombox, and you go
Right.
home. You carry that boombox home.
Yeah,
Stereo off still.
yeah. They're like the guy who was like hot in high school and then got fat and like peaked in high. Yeah, he's the guy who peaked in high school. And they think they're still hot shit. And it's like, no,
they're
bro.
Not. They're the children of the guy who peaked in
Yes,
high school.
right.
It's
even
even
worse. And that's the guy
It's
who's
even
going,
worse.
my dad's going to sue you.
Yeah.
My dad owns this fucking place.
Not even sue you because his dad's a loser. He's not a lawyer. He didn't
Right.
pass
My
the
dad-
bar.
my dad could have sued you a while
His dad
ago.
tried to pass the bar, failed, got a
Right.
DUI on the way home.
Right, he's in
now,
jail.
Yeah, now he's been living fucking he's angry, just sad, just fucking. No, he picks up little Craigslist work here and there where he can.
He's a
but
handyman.
most people don't like him around because he's a real terror.
Got a couple bad habits.
Oh God, he
maybe
still
doing,
smokes
like,
cigarettes
meth.
in 2021.
Right.
Now, no, meth can be a good time occasionally.
Just the
but
cigs.
a cigarette, oh
Maybe you got
my.
a tracheotomy hole.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Till he answers the door in his underpants.
Got skin tags.
Yeah, oh, goodness
Just-
gracious,
just
does he?
disgusting.
His toenails, you hear him clackle on the ground. It's just like my dad. That's my dad in the robe. Leave him alone.
He's got
kinda
holes
deal.
in the underpants too,
Yeah.
and he does that
Balding.
thing. He scratches his butt when he talks to you. He's like, "What can I help you with?" That's when people say we're the New York Yankees. If you're one of the people we just described, please make a video of yourself in your trailer, and that'll be the New York Yankees. But like I think I celebrate every year. I think I might be done celebrating.
not fun.
It's silly. It's like, do I also celebrate every year that like I said, the Mariners don't make the World Series? It's just not.
I felt bad last night, particularly because it's almost like feels like it was a Tom and Jerry cartoon where the cat would just hold the rat and the rat would fucking kind of punch
And never
and
catches
they're the
him.
little rats and it's a cat and it's like and I could tell Hubs God bless him like Hubs was angry. Hubs was a little snappy at Dave.
Oh
last night.
yeah. He was like, "What am I supposed?" Yeah, I watched 162 games.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Dave was trying to knock Hubs for watching the games. He was like, "I work at a fucking sports blog. I watch the games, Dave."
It is.
Whoa!
It was tough to see because it was like we walked in just expecting that to happen,
And it did.
and because it is now. Like, it's like we're
But you
Boston,
know
we're
what?
New
You
York.
guys
We
did,
win.
and I commend you guys. The Rocket is always confident because you've seen it time and time again. You guys were cool, calm, and collected. I still, from my battered, beaten down childhood, I'm not afraid of that team, but I'm just like I just want them to lose. I just I want them to lose because I don't want them to go on some magical Yankee run that I once saw when I was fucking 12. And so I always stay quiet and reserved. But you guys, I mean, that stream, people were talking Patriots, people were talking about peanut butter cups, people.
We went up 2-0 in the first. It might as well been 100-0. It was never
yeah.
close after that.
At one point, it was like
they kept saying it's only 3-0. Like, does it feel like that?
It felt like
Does it feel like that?
I
though?
agree. But at one point, it was like 3-1. And nobody was even paying attention to the stream. And it was like the 7th inning. And I even turned to TJ and I was like, I don't like people are, this game's not over yet. Like we need to we need to focus again. I was telling Coley and Jared, like 2 strikes, you need to stand up, keep your superstitions going. And then I was like, no, we don't need to worry about any of this. You don't need to worry anymore.
Nope.
And so and also to Yankee fans, to the people who say like it's so sad, it's so pathetic that this is how you get your like happiness in sports. You root for a team to win. I root for a team to lose. They lost. It happened. My thing happened. I'm happy. I walk away from October baseball happy every single year now. You don't. You want to say it's sad or pathetic. It's like maybe one day the Mets will win and then I'll be really, really happy. But right now, every October you walk away upset. I walk away happy. It's actually the opposite of sad. It's quite enjoyable.
If
Pop champagne.
it's
it's 21 out of
that's
22?
what gets you joy. What gets you joy
And
gets you joy.
can you
Because guess
imagine-
what? I've fucking been a fan of the team that everyone roots against, and I never once did what Yankee fans do.
What's that?
Where it's just like, oh, you just all you do is live to root against the Patriots.
Yeah, it's like you should
No.
get it. But they're like
I
somebody
rooted
said
for that team for 20
They
years.
said to me it's bizarre.
Never once said that.
It's bizarre. I don't understand it. What don't you fucking understand? You used to win, and you were loudmouth assholes about it. Now you lose, and we make fun of you for it.
Yeah.
What's hard to understand? You fucking dummies. We have to get into some voicemails. We're going to get into a segment where we hopefully mercilessly make fun of Jackie. And but before we do any of that, we got to talk about Kidney Person. Real quick, just a little breaking news. Second announcement featuring us is coming shortly. I was told. I gave them an earful. They also spelled a bunch of people's names wrong, so they were sloppy. Yeah, okay.
Never mind. Fuck that. Hey, stick it to the New York Comedy Festival and buy our tickets to the not New York Comedy Festival.
We are appearing at the Not New York Comedy Festival, the NNYCF. Let's go.
It's one of one. We're act one of one. The act on stage after us, they're in the New York Comedy Festival. The homeless people on stage trying to do circus tricks, they're not.
Before we get into Am I the Asshole, we got to get into Kidney Person, which is a story that is sweeping through artsy Twitter, writer Twitter, and now breaking into the mainstream.
When did you first see it? You said yesterday you listened to it, right?
No, this morning I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, but I was listening to it this morning. Kate put me onto it. She was like, I know you're going to hate these people. Here you go. And she was right.
See, I saw it last night right before, quietly dozing off, happily getting ready for the Rays today, I guess, if you're listening to this. And I was like, it was one of those where it was like, I opened it, and because our girl Erin Ryan had tweeted about it, and then I saw someone else tweet about it. I was like, all right, I got to research this. So I just put in Kidney Person, and immediately popped up. And I was like, this is like
some homework. This is
I guess it's a new thing in articles. I know there was an article I read about on 9/11 about this family who like found their sons like. It was like, I think the title, it was in the Atlantic. It was like what 9/11 did to one family, and it was just how it was fucked up. It was like 2.5 hours for them to read the article.
Yeah, I clicked that too because I was driving in the car and it said 104.
This one was an
I thought
hour.
it was 1 minute and 4 seconds. It was gonna be like a blurb.
It was an
Hour and 4 minutes.
And I started listening to it, and I was like, this person's reading too slow. I need to read this myself.
Bro, I listened on the
still
way
like a
in.
45-minute read. It's a good read.
It's a lot. We probably could have condensed it a little bit, if we're being honest. But it's brought to you by HelloFresh. I'm going to see something right now. I'm opening up the copy. I want to see what the deal is today because, yep, all right, it's good because I know that they were giving out 14 free meals on other shows. I said I want to make sure KFC Radio, which is at the Not New York Comedy Festival, also gets 14 free meals as well. If Tom and Bert and Two Bears and all those guys are doing 14, we get 14 too. You can get 14 free meals delivered to your house, which is actually 2 meals, so it's 28 meals, and it's a month's worth of food.
$1,000 worth of savings.
$1,000 worth of food, basically. From the #1 meal kit company in America, where they have all the ingredients mailed right to you in a box that has ice packs and everything is fresh. It's sealed.
It's easiest.
All
This
the
is the
ingredients.
easiest ad we do every single time.
Every time.
It's hands
people,
down the easiest.
anybody who's spending too much money on delivery, anybody who feels bad about themselves that they don't know how to cook or they're not
Anyone who spends too
self-sustaining.
much time on the internet.
Anybody who goes grocery shopping, buys all this shit, and then like throws it all out.
25% cheaper. Even just getting it here.
Absolutely. Anybody who has too many leftovers, it always goes rotten. This is perfect. It has the right amount of food for a single person or 2 people or a 4 family. All of the ingredients are prepackaged, so you don't even really have to know how to cook. You just pour everything in. There's a little recipe card that tells you how to do it. The menu is a wide array of food. And like I said, the best part is 14 free meals when you go to HelloFresh.com/KFC14. Plus free shipping, which is a lot because you're getting a box of a lot of fucking food and ingredients.
fuck.
So that actually costs a lot of money if you were to pay for the shipping. But nope, when you go to HelloFresh.com/KFC14, then use code KFC14, you get those 14 free meals. It's America's #1 meal kit. Feidelberg uses it every
Next week I
single
got
night.
1 pan Santa Fe pork tacos coming, salmon and creamy Dijon chive sauce. And actually, my next one's chicken and Dijon sauce. Maybe a little too much Dijon sauce next week, if we're being honest. Okay. We're gonna lose the.
But you know what
chicken
you
and
can do?
Dijon
You know what
sauce.
you can do? You can customize it. You can get rid of that.
Yep, I'm getting a bavette steak and sherry shallot sauce with green beans and mashed potatoes. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Thank you very much.
They got it all from like fancy meals like that. Sometimes it's like tacos and burgers. Also,
I like to
chicken
keep it
dishes,
a little
seafood.
balanced.
They got vegetarian.
I made the tacos for lunch today.
They've got it all, man. So HelloFresh.com. It's 30% cheaper than grocery stores. It's easy. It's fresh, and you can get 14 free meals. HelloFresh.com/KFC14. Code KFC14. Kidney person is a tale. I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can.
It's tough.
It is convoluted, but I'll do my best here. So this woman decides she wants to donate a kidney. Right off the bat, this is insanity. She donates a kidney
She's a bad person.
to the ether.
Right away.
To
bad
nobody.
person.
It's not like she has a sibling, a parent, a child who's a match. She just said, take my kidney in case somebody matches and needs it.
If you've ever done that, if you've ever donated a kidney
For no reason.
you're a terrible person.
You're doing it for yourself.
You're an absolute
Somebody
scumbag.
I said that. I said everyone.
Scumbag.
Said everyone involved in this story is the worst people alive. And someone said anybody who donates a kidney is not the worst. Can't be the worst person alive.
Yes, no,
I said,
you
yes,
absolutely can.
And
How do you know?
And she
You don't
proved
know
it.
who's getting. Look, obviously, if you donate an organ to, and let's not limit it to kidney, any organ.
Yeah.
Any organ, right? If you donate an organ to someone you know, someone you love.
Yeah.
Obviously, very selfless act, very nice.
Yeah.
You don't know who's getting. You might have just saved a white
serial killer.
supremacist.
Sure.
You might have just saved a horrible racist.
You could have just saved the next Adolf Hitler.
You
for all
didn't
we know.
even
We're gonna
ask
read-
to meet the person.
We're gonna read a textbook fucking 30, 40 years from now when this genocidal maniac. The book says he actually almost died when he was
But
18.
Don saved his life.
A random kidney was floating on the fucking market for somebody to use.
Scumbag!
So she not only does this because she said that she had some trauma when she was a child and that she actually connected with strangers better than people she knew, aka I don't have any fucking friends. So then she donates this kidney. She is also a writer. Everyone in this story is a writer. Now, that's important because we're talking like capital W. Like you and I, for a time, we were writers, but we weren't writers.
But we were fucking bit more writers than Don was.
Absolutely, we're better writers, but these people, the people who identify
Don,
as writers.
This whole article, they're fucking talking about this place, Grub Street.
Grub Street and
it's-
Chunky Monkeys.
Like fucking Grub Street is, I don't know, whatever place Shakespeare wrote at. Like I don't know where writers congregate, but Grub Street sounds like a restaurant.
You would've
where
thought-
you guys met and had some fucking salads and
thought
talked
that
about
was-
writing.
I thought at first it was
might
a Grubhub.
be, I don't know.
I know. They talk about this little collective of writers as if it was like the old haunt where Hemingway and J.D. Salinger and all these people like met up and drank. Like
Right.
it was a fucking online blog that nobody read, and this chick ends up sending out emails and connecting to people because she wasn't getting enough attention and credit for donating her kidney. She was saying, I thought you guys run this empathetic, inclusive network and website and crew club, but yet none of you have remarked about my overly generous, incredible move,
Kevin,
that I donated.
At one point, Dawn, what was the right?
Sonia, I think?
Sonia.
It was Larson and Dawson.
Larson and Dawson. Yeah. So at one point, Dawson,
I just say kidney person and the other girl.
kidney person and the other girl. Kidney person emails the other girl and says, "Did you hear about the kidney I donated last year?"
She goes, also the way she worded it, like, you heard that I donated a kidney, right?
Yeah.
And then that girl's first forced to write back, like, yes, I did.
How selfless of you.
And that's, like, really nice. And she goes on to be like, no one's giving me credit for my incredibly selfless act. Now,
By the way, let's also make note of this. This woman, kidney person, she's the one who pitched this idea.
Right.
So she is so delusional and so fucking psychotic and so evil that she thought the world, and so narcissistic, if I may say, that she thought the world will be on my side. I have to
pitched
let everyone know.
this for years, John. This all happened in like 2016, 17, 18.
15, I think it
She's been
started.
pitching this article and this story to people for years. Finally, the New York Times runs with it, and she thought it was going to be like, I am Dawn, the fucking medical Marvel hero, and instead you're just kidney person.
Kidney person.
And the whole
And,
fucking internet hates
Let's
you.
say it. Let's say it together. And what, Kevin? A 1, 2, 3, cut!
I don't know where we were going at. Let's do that again. You do.
Ready, Kevin? A 1, 2, 3, cut!
That's what you are, kidney person. You are a kidney cunt. Now, she is undoubtedly the villain and the worst person in the story. The other chick
'Cause also-
ain't great.
She ain't great, but I side with her very strongly.
Very strongly.
Because
but
it's a situation we sometimes find, at least myself, I'll say ourselves in it's a little comparable, it's a little different as well. And I have people who sometimes get upset when I share stories on this podcast. Be they friends,
Yep.
family members, all that stuff. I'm pretty good with where it's like
change some
I'll change a name, I'll
identities
change a relationship.
Yeah.
I'll do things, but I want to tell the story because it's also my story. Like
it happened to you, or you were involved.
I'm involved in the story.
Yes,
This
yes.
person's not so much involved in the story. She kind of just takes it.
Yes.
But like the stories I tell, like they're also my. I was
listen,
there too. It's also my story.
It's like sharing a sex tape. I was in it too.
Right.
All right. So this chick, she is a writer as well. She ends up writing a short story about a woman who donates a kidney, amongst other things. The writer is a Asian American woman, so part of the story was about being mixed
Jin
race.
Tao, which
Part of the story
sounds
was about,
like Jin Tao from Shout Out Rush Hour.
shout out
One of the more problematic movies ever to reach
Shout out.
blockbuster status.
That was just like, let's get a Chinaman and a black guy and have them do
They
racial
just
tropes all
yell
night
at each
long.
other about racist shit.
Yeah. So she writes this short story that's about mixed race and alcoholism, amongst other things. But primarily, it's about a girl who donates a kidney. Also,
And is a white savior.
right, ends up taking pretty much directly a letter that kidney person wrote to her and putting it in her short story. She did the classic like college kid, like tweaked like one or two. She opened up thesaurus.com. She changed like 3 or 4 words, if that, and runs this whole fucking letter as is.
At one point, yeah, wrote the. It was just the letter.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
Verbatim. The part about I grew up with trauma in my life and all that shit. Now,
What a bitch.
kidney person sees this. And now, important to note, kidney person is a writer. She's a teacher. She's not a writer.
Yeah.
She's a failed writer. Other chick is getting published. She's becoming something in the writing world. Again, all pretty much failures, but whatever. This story gets chosen to be a free story that's distributed to the entire city of, I want to say
Boston.
Denver?
Boston, yeah.
So everyone in Boston was going to read this story that included kidney donors,
city, one
kidney
story, I believe
person's,
it was
yes, kidney person's letter. Kidney person goes on this crusade to be like, this is plagiarism. She tracks down the company One City, One Story. She tracks down the Boston Globe, the Vermont writing group she was in, everything this girl's ever done to be like, what do you think about plagiarism? Because this girl plagiarized my story. She ends up lawyering up. And I guess this lawyer thinks that she has a case. So they end up suing the girl who wrote the story. and I guess basically winning because now
Not really though. Like,
well,
she
the
didn't
girl,
win the
she didn't win, but if the girl, so the story blows up, and she eventually wants to include it in what's going to be like a book, I believe, of short stories, and the lawsuit basically says if you publish this book, you owe me $180,000, and so she's not running with it. It got kind of like blackballed.
Oh, I kind of forgot about that, but I was focused on the one city, one story being like it's not worth it for
Yeah,
us.
because this fucking bitch kidney person was hounding people, being like, if you run this, then you're like complicit, and we're gonna sue you.
By the way, the whole time
and they
she
were
was
like,
asking
fuck
for
it.
like 10 grand.
I know, but it was more at the point, and that's because
I hate this woman so much. I'll pay it.
you know what I said.
The fucking other person reach out to me. I'll pay the 10 grand to get this fucking story out of here.
I said,
don't reach out to me.
If there's the $180,000 penalty, she should put this book on sale now, make a boatload of cash, and just pay the fine.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, this
Bro,
book
I
will fly
must
off
read
the shelves.
this story.
Yes,
I must read this
I
story.
mean this might be an elaborate hoax. This might be. I
Little-
got my
little
fucking
handshake,
tinfoil.
little
Yeah,
fucking backdoor
We'll
agreement.
Little splitsies
Let's
on
blow
this.
this thing up in New York
I'll
Times.
be kidney person. You be the marginalized Asian American writer, and we'll make money. And
I'll be the white savior. Which, by the way, I don't ever want to disparage white savior syndrome because have it pretty big. Everything
though-
nice I do for a minority, I'd like attention for, please. Thank you very much.
So at the
Bro,
end of the day,
I want a full front page article if I hold the door open.
yeah, this we're
Like, let alone
we're like,
fucking.
big fucking deal. You donated a kidney, you loser. Did you hear about the one time that I held the door for
Bro,
a
I
black
gave
person?
$5 to a homeless guy because he said he liked my shoes. Yeah, I'd like an article on that, please. Thank you.
So at the end of the day, I think. Oh, and the best part is, kidney person, in her never-ending legal crusade to stop this story, but also just slander the writer, and just this is not about the money and shit. This is about like you felt slighted. She's better than you. She succeeded more than you. She didn't give you credit for your big display, and you want to like tear her down. That's what this is about. She subpoenas all of the text messages and emails
years.
from the writer crew because she wants to find evidence of plagiarism, and all she finds is evidence of group texts, emails, chats, DMs saying this dumb bitch who donated a kidney won't shut the fuck up.
No,
everybody hates the shit out of kidney person, and all of the emails are like, did you see she posted on Facebook again? What a fucking asshole. It's just endless shit talking, everybody bashing this girl, being like,
Hundreds
she
of
fucking
pages, I
sucks.
believe it said.
I-
Hundreds of
the-
pages of text
the-
messages.
the
You know how
amount
many
of hate-
pages a text message takes up? Zero.
Nothing.
Hundreds of pages
Dude, like,
of text messages of your friends,
if you
your
picked-
colleagues smoking you.
If I picked like the most gossiped about person at Barstool or my social life or my high school, and I compiled all of the shit talk, it would be like, I don't know, a page? Like hundreds of pages of everyone just being like, fuck this dumb bitch is amazing. So she thinks she's going to win this lawsuit. She thinks she's going to be some hero in the writing community, stopping plagiarism. She thinks she's going to be
let's also be
queen
realistic.
donator, and instead all it ends up is that you're a kidney person, and you know that everyone you thought was your friend, you delusional dumbass, actually hates your fucking guts. The lack of self-awareness to think that all these people were your friends, that they were going to praise you and love you and shower you with compliments and not just write stories being like, fuck this chick. No one has ever been more socially uncalibrated in their whole fucking lives.
Why? And like, it seems like she read every page too. Oh, like what
she
is
knew
this?
everyone.
This is where kind of my thing comes in. Like, why would you want to know
How much everyone hates you.
how much? Like, just
Well,
be blissfully unaware.
Because you know what? I don't
Like,
think she thought it was going to happen. And then when it did, I think she was like so hell-bent on finding, like, now I'm going to take down all of you, so I got to read through every fucking thing. And all it was just endless mountains of people being like, fuck you, you
Like
dumb bitch.
I don't want to joke about this because it's a very serious subject matter. I don't understand how this woman doesn't kill herself. Everyone in your life despises you.
can I give
You're
you-
a failure at your career. What are you doing?
Can I give you a step further? I don't know how this woman's husband doesn't kill himself. There is some
Yeah, that's
poor
the crazy
bastard
part too.
at home.
If you're, which we didn't talk about when we were talking about the donating the organs thing. It's one thing if you're older and you've kind of done your life and you're like, okay, but like to just donate your organ at what, early 30s. I think she's in her 30s now.
Crazy.
So if it was happening in 2015, she had to at latest been early 30s.
Yep.
So now I believe she's a child. Irresponsible to your child to give away a kidney. Because
What if
guess who
something
needs a
happens?
fucking kidney? What if your kid needs a kidney? Bad person. Scumbag. She's
Absolutely.
a scumbag.
And
She's
then-
an asshole.
and then there's-
a scumbag.
Mr. Kidney person married to her, who well, maybe not, because he might be a dickhead hipster writer too.
But what we've learned here
if
is that
he's-
every artist is an asshole.
yes, for sure. But if
Every
he,
person
if he
is an
has
asshole. I
even,
don't want to offend the artist.
if
Every
he has
person's
a
an asshole.
shred of normalcy in him, he's like, oh my god, my fucking wife is that dumb kidney person, bitch. But she comes home and she's like, babe, like, did you see what Sonia wrote? And he's like, that dumb bitch. She's a plagiarizing piece of shit. My wife sucks so fucking much.
I
You
don't-
know that he's got to have her back, and he doesn't want to have her back. As if he's normal at all. Who knows? He's probably you know what? You know what it was? She came home every day for like a fucking year, and he had to suck her dick over the kidney donation. He was probably the one like, would some of you bitches give her some love? Because I'm sick of fucking doing it.
You think he has her back?
Is that him? Yeah. Look at him. He
Yeah,
sucks.
Fucking dog.
With his fucking
That's stupid
pink,
ass.
the pit bull and a pink sweater.
Ugh.
Get out of here. He sucks.
I
these people suck.
don't get people who have people's backs. Doesn't make sense to me. They're probably lying to you.
Yeah, well, they definitely are.
So like, who like just
Yeah.
when you hear stories and like from like your wife about this or from other like you're like, well, they're probably lying and they're probably lying, so it's somewhere in the middle. And I don't know. We're all both gonna die, so who gives a shit?
To not, let me just say this. I've preached for years now that self-awareness is the most important trait you can have. To think it's normal to randomly donate a kidney to absolutely nobody, and then
And
think,
March in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade about it, I believe.
and then think that everyone else is wrong and weird because they're not praising you. Like if you do something and it flops, that's what she did. She did something and it flopped, and the whole world just goes, okay. And you think the whole
High
world's wrong?
stakes.
No, you're
you
wrong.
you made a high stakes
Yes,
bet, and guess
and-
what?
and-
They hit on the river.
And yeah, and like you did something extremely weird, you know? Like if you donated it to your fucking family member and people like didn't, actually I don't even know if people, you need to, this donation praise thing is fucking weird. But the bottom line is in life, if you do anything, you make a big play and there's no reaction, you swing and a miss. You gauged it wrong.
Yeah.
The people don't fucking care. They're not wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, if you
dumb
think you're
for
in the New
chopping
York
out your
Comedy
own kidney.
Festival and then you're just not, you fucked up.
John, there are fucking. Took him back Okafor. You know, it's one of those situations. John, there are urban legend horror stories about people getting their kidneys taken out for no reason. End up in a fucking ice bath with a. She just willingly did that. She willingly turned herself into one of those people.
Yeah.
And then wanted a fucking blowjob for it.
Well, once again, I want to be careful where we disparage her and what for. I'd like all the good attention, please. Anytime I do anything,
Sure.
I would.
But look at this. She has a T-shirt. I donated my kidney, and all I got was this T-shirt. Or did I? I don't even know what the fuck. It's
does
like,
that even mean,
it's like,
dude?
yo, listen. If nobody gives a fuck about what you did, then nobody gives a fuck about what you did.
Bro, how has this man not locked his Instagram?
Yeah, that is a crazy. Oh,
What are
oh,
you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at this guy.
Nuts,
This guy.
bro. You just got your life on the internet right now when everyone living. Oh, you fucking bitch,
Living. She's got her whole fucking line of clothes. Living donor.
dude.
Did they make dead donor shirts? What the hell?
Dude, I can't even imagine the first time this idea came up. Hey, honey, let's role play, John. I'll be the dumb bitch. Hey, honey, I got an idea. I'm gonna donate my kidney
Why?
because somebody might need it.
Who?
Well, a stranger. Somebody out there might need a kidney. And I'm
What if
just,
that stranger raped somebody
well,
and planned to again?
you know, but I will have donated it.
What if that stranger likes kitty porn?
I will have donated my kidney though.
But that just gives them a longer lifetime to watch kitty porn.
But also, what I did was so selfless.
Yeah, but you also just gave them more time to abduct children and rape them.
But I'm a living donor.
And that's great for you, but bad for the kids.
Oh my god. She's knock a light out, John? John, you.
Sorry.
You are aware that we're living in a pandemic and behavior like this makes people think that you have a plague.
I got tested yesterday. No
Go
pandemic
get tested
stuff.
again. Shit on the fucking Christ on the cross.
So how much of that you think is going to make it in there? You're not going to tell us you got.
Definitely give me a 5 minutes on that.
I was gonna do an ad right now. I will say though, I mean, just to be clear, everyone in the story is an asshole.
Everyone in the story's an asshole. But this person's, she's downright deranged and dangerous now. Because she still listens. She listens to everything. She watches everything. She just Dawn's a stalker.
Now, let me also just clear something up here. Because I had them delete their post and they're putting up a new one with your name on it. Just fucking leave it. We're going to run with this not.
Yeah, we've already made it funny.
Yeah. I went right back. Leave it. Like, take us off. Kate sent me the Twitter of, so there's one key friend who actually I think wrote Big Little Fires.
Caroline or Catherine
Celeste.
NG.
Celeste.
NG.
It's pronounced Ing.
Ing.
Because if you looked at her Twitter account, you dumb fucking cis white male, her Twitter @, is pronounced Ing.
Why don't you just change how it's spelled?
That's white supremacist talk.
Bro, my name's Feidelberg. I can say whatever the fuck I want about last names. No one in my life has ever cared to figure out how to pronounce that, including my boss.
Oh, and let me just say this: the title of the article is "Am I the Bad Art Friend?"
Art friend, yes.
So, anybody who is an art friend or uses the phrase "art friend," or even the writer of this article, thank you for giving us this, but also you're an asshole because art friends need to be eradicated from the planet.
No.
Genocidal homage, like
First
genocidal
of
maniac.
all, the
style.
writer didn't come up with this headline. That's the editor.
Right. And
Second of all,
no, I think it was the dumb bitch. I think she said, "Am I the bad art friend?"
Oh yeah, and they were like, and the editor, good editor, shout out New York Times, went, oh boy, that's a cunty phrase that's gonna get clicks.
Do I have a fucking headline for this dumb bitch? So Celeste, who was like the best friend of the other girl, and in this little cunty fucking writers group, she cleared up saying,
we got offensive in this segment.
Yeah.
I like
I want to take that back because I don't have a problem with Celeste. Celeste is cool.
Yeah, I'm down with Celeste.
Yeah,
I said Celeste. If you got it capped at 10K, I'll pay it.
I'm getting sick of clarifying the same things. Number one,
Capped.
Dawn, kidney bitch, pitched this article to the New York Times herself. So anybody who's like, oh, we're like bullying Dawn now, it's like, well, fucking, she brought this upon herself. 2, she was not a part of our writing group or friend group. I met her once. Most of us don't know her well, if at all. I had never heard any mention of her name before this. I will say, if she said friend group, I would be cool with that. To be like, she's not even in our writing group is a little bit like,
She's gonna hang out at the restaurant with us.
Right, yeah, that's what it means.
The
like,
cafe.
You don't have coffee with us while we talk about our unemployment fucking checks.
Grub Street. Get out of town, Grub Street.
3, people get catty in group texts and emails. Dawn was not and never had been in this group. She subpoenaed them to see what we said, and then we gave them to New York Times. So that's basically being like, I know we were being assholes in the group text.
No,
but
they're
that's
not
what
being
happens in the group
assholes.
text. But no, but I mean,
They were
she said,
talking behind someone's back like good adults.
right, that's what she said. She's like, I know what I said, and she goes, you're allowed to feel how you want about what Sonia, other girl, did, and what Dawn did, the catty emails, and for sure what I said, but I stand by it, but get your facts straight. I think, yeah, she was basically being like, yeah, we said some fucking rude things about this chick that we don't like, but we said them in our group text in the comfort of our own fucking phones.
If you weren't supposed to see it, it's not rude.
Right.
You literally brought the legal system into this in order to see people going, damn, bit of a bitch.
That
huh?
girl sucks.
Yeah,
Right.
I think
They didn't go
Caroline.
like sabotage her. They didn't go out of their way. They just said their opinion about this girl in a private manner that she then made public to herself.
She went
What
out.
people say about you behind your back is none of your business.
Not your business. None of it. None of it. She went through, literally paid lawyer fees to find out how her friends were talking shit about her, and then found out her friends talk shit about her because she doesn't shut the fuck up about being a living donor.
She had to know this was coming.
And
right?
she had a hashtag. What was it? Do more. And I think the other girl, the regular one, I think she said like, What am I supposed to do? Give an organ?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what crazy
I'm
people
not
do.
a shit person. I'm not trying to save evil people.
You know what I would do? I would get so fucking petty. I'd show up on her front step with my fucking kidney and be like, "Here you go, you dumb bitch." I would want to put a kidney back in her to be like, "Now you got
Shut
two
up.
kidneys. Shut the fuck up. Now you can't even be the bitch with one kidney. You got two now.
Yeah.
She's gonna wake up in an ice bath with a
That's what I was gonna
kidney
say.
donated
I'm gonna
into
hire
her.
someone to kidnap her in Mexico and shove a kidney in her.
I woke up in a tub with two kidneys. My life as a living donor is ruined.
Hello, Dawn. It is kind of sick though. Like, don't you wish you could be like? Cause fuck, can you find me the other woman's name?
Sonia
Dawn.
Larson.
Oh, Sonia, right?
Sonia Larson. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta commend Sonia because it's to be successful, which she seems to be. Sonia seems to be a successful writer.
Yep.
To have the ability to motherfuck your colleagues, we'll call it, because they're not friends, to motherfuck your colleagues. And I guess we kind of live in this world. Like, she writes fucking fictional books that are about real people and what fucking assholes they are, and she gets paid for it. That's beautiful stuff.
It really is.
That's beautiful stuff.
I mean, that's like snake it till you make it.
You
That's
gotta-
that's the American dream right there.
Like, she and I forget how 100% on Sonia's side I am. It is.
I'm on Sonia's side.
Yeah. It is the. I actually.
She
have a-
hates us. I mean, we're white males. We are the devil to her, but
for
whatever.
Sure, for sure. I mean, if she listens to this segment,
Oh my God.
boy, oh boy, is she gonna get a new book out of it. But the idea that like because it is like she's not writing. It's not the literal story of what happened to her. Something happened to her, and then that inspired, in Sonia's mind, a whole new story.
But very, very heavily inspired.
But sure,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Right. I
Like,
mean, she wrote a story about a woman who donated a kidney to nobody.
but that's like what this fucking this lady doesn't own that.
Wow.
Other psychopaths have done that. There's definitely many people who have donated a kidney to nobody.
To nobody?
This Dawn is not some trailblazer. She doesn't have the gall and the audacity for that.
They did say that there is like this list that people do it, but it's new to me.
Right,
I
yeah.
had never. There's a reason why I fucking hate her, and it's because I just found out that people donate kidneys to the fucking to the abyss.
Yeah, but like. I honestly think I just knew that. Like I'm pretty sure I'd heard of that. People just like, yeah.
Yeah?
I think I don't fucking
No,
know.
I always thought you
But-
donate to a person, or like if you get hit by a car and you're like, you're a donor on your card, it goes to a random stranger.
But at no level does Dawn own that story. Because
But
it's
she
not-
does own the letter. That's where they fucked up. She should have just changed the letter.
Yeah, right.
You know, if it like you can just rearrange.
But sometimes when someone says something so perfectly,
you just
like
want to
you
steal
had-
it.
I told a story once that got someone mad, and I was like, I used exactly their line, and I forget what it was.
Yes, but
Oh, it was I hate you more than you hate you, which I didn't think was possible. And it's like
Yeah.
I can't change that. That's
Right.
perfect.
but
It's a great line. I had to use it.
no, I'm with you. But
You'll never forget that one too. That's fucking well worded. Damn.
the thing is, though, that's plagiarism. Like when someone writes something so good that I just write it too.
Well, I attributed that one, but I do see what you're saying.
She should have just said that at the end. Be like, at the end of the story, like this whole thing is about some dumb bitch I know.
It is, I guess,
Some
yeah,
dumb
you're
bitch
right.
named
I
Dawn.
guess like that one sense.
That's all she had to do.
But also, like, fucking plagiarism can suck my dick.
Yeah.
Unless you're fucking copying the entire story. Like what teacher would be like, this is plagiarism because they ran it through some fucking system and I had the same sentence from a Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
It's a 7-page paper.
Right.
I got one sentence. I'm not a plagiarist.
And also, if you step up there,
That's
being
not
like,
plagiarism. That's not.
If you step
As a
up there,
former writer, not plagiarism.
as a creative writing major,
Yeah.
if you step up there being like 4-7, it's like, no, but come on.
Right.
But if it's like regular talk that, like this person, this article, like
Yeah, I could have written that. I didn't feel like it was easy to copy and paste.
work smarter, not harder.
Right.
You know?
That-
I could have written something, but I just took Abe Lincoln.
Plagiarism's if like you fucking write a whole book and you just turn in that book. Like if I wrote The Art of War, that's plagiarism.
We should do that. The Art of War by Feidelberg.
It's just Sun Tzu's.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Like look what I wrote.
And just to get away with it, like, and then someone like cancels it and is like, "This is plagiarism," and you're like, "Okay, fine." But the headline being like, "Barstool Sports blogger writes the Art of War."
Didn't we find out on Barstool Confessions? Can't we just like rewrite the Bible and then pretty much the exact same and change a few words and then sell it? Like, haven't a bunch of people done that?
I forgot.
I remember Chap saying that and us being like, yeah, we're going to do it. Then we totally
Well,
forgot about it
it's
within the day.
just like taking fucking t-shirt pictures and slapping them on fucking t-shirts and selling them. I don't know, whatever. That's not plagiarism.
It's all fine until someone hires a
Copying.
lawyer.
Exactly. When you get the cease and desist, then you stop. That's that's where Sonya's fucking wrong. At the end of the day, everyone's the.
By the
fucking
way,
asshole.
you know what? Speaking of those T-shirts, one thing that's unfortunate of the Schwartzy T-shirts, I feel like is what we're kind of talking about here. We've gotten big enough to the point where people get mad when you do like funny little things like that.
I know.
Like not they weren't mad that I put Schwartzy on a T-shirt. They were mad that like Schwartzy wasn't getting a cut.
Yes, it's like
I was
he's
like,
making money and.
Well, it's like, look, she is getting, Schwartzy, legend, Ashland. She, we sold like 15 of those shirts. So if
I promise you,
you want me to give
retiring off of
you want me to give Schwartzy
like $375.
not even that. You want me to give Schwartzy $60?
Yeah.
I got no problem doing it. But I'm aware of what shirts are going to be big shirts and what shirts are going to be goofy little shirts that I make for a joke. I was
It's a
aware.
goofy shirt.
I was aware Schwartzy wasn't getting wasn't retiring.
Schwartzy should have had a link with, like, it should have been live on the site, but with no ability to like put your credit card information in. Like, no one's actually buying this. Give me a break. All right, let's do. We're gonna do Am I the Asshole? That was just one gigantic, the most Am I the Asshole. We'll do Am I the Asshole in a minute, voicemails, but first we've got to make fun of Jackie. Making fun of Jackie, it says Tale as Old as Time. It's a classic. It's just like Cuts clothing. As we put up a picture of that fellow there, look at that. You know, he would like to wear some Cuts clothing. He needs a T-shirt that fits right. He needs a T-shirt with a classic look.
He looks great.
And
He
so,
actually looks great there.
and that, see, this is the problem with you. This is the problem with you.
Like,
You're gonna
MJ
wear that right now.
No, I couldn't wear that. But for MJ,
You'll wear
standards-
that in 6 months.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
Well, we don't know.
We'll find out. We'll find out in a second. Cuts Clothing. Cuts Clothing is a classic menswear company that has T-shirts, hoodies, monochrome. Is that what it's called?
Monochromatic.
Monochromatic look. It's got, you get a navy shirt, a black shirt, a white shirt, a gray shirt, a tan shirt. You can get them in a crew neck. You can get them in a V-neck. You can get them in a Henley with the buttons. You can get the split hem at the bottom. You can get the scoop cut, the elongated cut. All the different sizes, all the different cuts and styles. So it's a little bit trendy, a little bit more fashionable, but it's a classic look. Tale as old as time. A fresh, clean tee. Fresh, clean hoodie, long sleeve tee, nothing on it. It's gonna match all your pants. It's gonna match all your shoes. It's gonna match all your outfits. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. You can go to work. You can go on a date. You can hang out on the couch. You can wear it to the gym. Whatever you want. You're gonna look sharp, especially if you work out. It makes everybody's arms look big, but if you are in total shape, you look fucking awesome. Like our boy Nicky Cass is always working out. He puts on Cuts clothing. He looks like a fucking Avenger. It's crazy. So go to cutsclothing.com/KFC. And right now, when you get your first order, you get 15% off when you go to, Clancy. Go to cutsclothing.com/Clancy and get 15% off your first order. So load them all up, all the different colors, all the different styles. It's cutsclothing.com/Clancy for 15% off, the only shirt worth wearing. Today's People Jackie Should Know But Probably Won't Know segment. Let's get into it. So, Jackie, we're going to show you pictures of people from, this is kind of like from the BFFs. They've done this kind of thing. But
there's absolutely nothing that I want to do less than this right now.
really, are you like actually embarrassed by this?
Well,
I would be
no,
like, whatever.
not
I don't
actually,
fucking know.
but like I'm just
I'm not
worried
old.
that like
Yeah.
like the first one,
Yeah, we don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna give an answer,
yeah.
and like I wasn't embarrassed until I saw the first one.
Okay, well,
And now
let's
I'm
go.
like, okay.
Number 1 on the list. That is ding who? Start off. Do you think he's what do you who?
Okay,
Like,
that's
do you think he's an athlete, a singer, an entertainer, a politician?
that's my Michael Jordan.
Yeah!
Okay. That's
The
what I
most
thought.
famous person
That's
of all
what
time.
I thought, but then I said that
Don't-
the fights right
don't-
before, and then he gave me like a look like I was an idiot.
I
so
honestly
looks.
didn't even know what you
Okay,
said.
okay.
All right,
We're
now
on a
you're
roll.
good.
We're on a roll.
When Jackie gets the hands going, she starts doing this thing, then you know like she's ready.
Just
Number
don't
2 on the
punch
list.
the table.
Sorry, I won't do that anymore.
Next up.
I'm ready. Oh, Prince.
Nice.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
Do you know any Prince songs?
Yes.
Good. I'm proud of you for that. Would you like to
To be
maybe
fair,
name one?
that's a good answer to the question.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't
you're
say
on the
name a Prince
stand.
song. I said, do you know a Prince song?
Specify next time.
Next up.
Oh.
Oh,
James Bond. I didn't even see it. James, sorry. Sorry.
That is who?
James Bond.
But that's
I
James
don't. I
Bond is a
also
fictional
don't. I don't
character.
think she should know this one.
Why would I know this?
I threw that in there because I thought that was like a. I think you're right. Like I think if she knew that, that would have been like.
Yeah, it'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
like it's
That would
not.
have been cool if I knew that.
It's
but I
not. It's
don't.
not crazy to not know this
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Never would have guessed. I couldn't even ballpark who that was. Oh, John Lennon.
Nice.
I honestly don't think I knew that one.
Really?
I knew he was a member of the Beatles, but I guess I
They
probably
all
would have
look
guessed
like
Lennon.
scarecrows. Him and fucking. By the way, saw on Reddit a story about a kid who was bringing crows, like I don't know, some sort of food, I think, and the crow brought him back a dime. Brought like an 8-year-old kid a dime.
Crows are
Crows are
wildly
fucking
underrated.
fire, man.
You know what else is underrated?
What?
Just real quick. Julia Child
Okay.
was a spy.
What?
Yeah. I'm not kidding. She like started as a spy and then became a chef. Like didn't even
This-
know how to cook.
Myth. I looked it up. I think it was a myth.
No.
Yeah. Nah,
But
at least it's a
this,
thing. But it's
This
a thing.
sounds like some fucking Mr. Rogers was like Mr. Rogers was a Navy SEAL who killed like 100 Nazis kind of deal.
Yes. But I mean, there's an article on NBC News about this. So like,
I've
they
done
either
like
got
extensive
or
Julia Child research.
Hang on. Before we look up actual facts, you continue.
yeah.
Yeah,
What-
tell us more about
What
this.
about like how'd you get into the spy game?
Oh, why don't I don't know
You
how
just said
to
you
go-
did. You've done. I
know,
believe
I
your
know,
word
I
was
know, but-
countless.
Ladies and
research.
gentlemen,
I
I mean,
read-
this is a real story.
Really?
I tell you know what? what we're learning here from the past 5 minutes is that Jackie is smarter than we all think.
Let's see.
I don't think Jackie's
said-
dumb, but I think Jackie's young.
It says
I
yes,
think
she
that
did
Jackie's
work
dumb.
for a premier intelligence agency, but Julia was a spy in the way that a school secretary is an educator. So like, I don't think she was like a spy, but yeah, like Julia Childs worked for the fucking intelligence
She
agency.
made like
come on.
shark repellent.
Yes, that is true
So
too.
to anybody who
Yes.
ever thinks that
That
they
is true,
can't
too.
change their careers,
Julia Child helped develop shark repellent during World War II.
What is like to repel sharks?
What
do you
do you
think
fucking think it
shark
means,
repellent
idiot?
It's so clear that it can't possibly mean that.
Julia Child's spy days included work on a shark repellent.
That's literally a Batman joke. Like one of the things that was most ridiculous from like the Adam West Batman, he had shark repellent spray.
This says
Like-
she started as a where'd that go?
I feel like they should like sell that or
Bless
something.
you.
Shark
Put that on
repellent?
the
Yeah, we
market.
should all have that like on your keychain, like
Yeah.
mace.
In case you slip and fall into a big puddle.
It said like she started out as a typist. I think she was like secretary, and then like was like I can also help you develop shark repellent. This is great information. Next. Oh boy.
Muhammad Ali.
Bam.
Nice.
Thank you. Nope.
No.
That's such a quick no.
How about just describe what he
Biggie.
looks?
Biggie Smalls?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I'm
I
even
literally was
impressed
just like,
you knew
he's
Biggie
big.
Smalls to say that. Like that's also kind of like his second name.
Yeah.
It's like Biggie, Notorious
No.
B.I.G., Biggie Smalls. What was your first gut reaction when that first popped up? You were very confident.
CeeLo Green was my first.
I wish you said that. That would have been amazing. Old Blue Eyes.
Old Blue Eyes.
Was born in Hoboken.
That does nothing for me.
He,
The Giants like, oh,
he's
from
a
California.
singer.
Frank Sinatra.
Nice.
I shouldn't. I knew that. No, but
One
oh
of
my
these
God.
he's wax, right?
He always just looks like he's like.
Bro, that one on the right is definitely a Madame Tussauds.
Trying to find a picture.
Yeah,
It
he-
looks
that's a
like
corpse.
somebody just like put like a skin suit on him.
Yes. Yeah.
That one on the
That
left,
looks like a
that's some
mannequin
cry
with
macho.
skin laid over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who? You have a guess?
Oh no.
He's an actor,
We've
director.
interviewed his son.
Oh, you've interviewed a lot of people. I don't. Robert is what I'm. He
Okay.
looks like a Robert
Robert. Give me a last name.
Downey.
Downey Senior.
That is Clint Eastwood.
Oh.
Do you even know that name?
Oh. What?
Can you name a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah.
Again, I gotta learn how to ask these questions better.
No.
No.
Nothing?
Wow, that's kind of like.
It looks like
Is there a California girl? He looks like a guy who totally looks like a guy
what does
all
he
the
look
time.
like?
he looks like who's the guy? Owen Wilson, but
He
it's
does look
not
like
Owen
almost. He's got a
Wilson.
crooked nose. What do you think he does? Like, what industry do you think he's in?
Surf. Oh, Tony Hawk.
Nice. It's almost more impressive to not know it at first and land the
Yeah,
plane.
right.
Usually you know it or you don't
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
She's 100%, right? Oh no, yeah, she didn't know.
Miss Clinton. Miss Clinton.
I'll give her that. James Bond.
My first reaction was
Chris Rock.
he looks like industry baby.
Lil Nas X. Yeah. I know she put it to Zach.
You know,
That's
gay
that guy
one.
you want to fuck.
Who's that gay guy?
Yeah.
Big Nas X. I don't know.
That's Eddie Murphy. Back in the day.
That was
For
not
her?
No. Eddie Murphy hasn't done shit since
40
Jackie's been
years.
alive.
Yeah.
You ever seen Daddy Daycare?
Oh, I
that
have
doesn't,
seen Daddy
you know,
Daycare actually.
That,
I
When
did-
was
I
like-
told-
if they showed Eddie Murphy today, would you know that or no? Like a different picture, like that was from him from like
Well,
1984.
No.
I asked him to delirious
Well,
on
show me
purpose.
no, I wouldn't have. If we're being honest.
He's the voice of Donkey in Shrek.
Yeah, he did
Wait, I
he did
thought that was-
like
I thought that was
he
Chris
did
Rock.
Nutty Professor and Dr. Dolittle and all that shit. Like, would you have known that?
I would not have known that at all.
Eddie
that's
Murphy.
pretty good.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. That's one of the pictures I want to have. Just the cool Eddie Murphy. It's actually probably pseudo problematic. Put Eddie Murphy eating dinner, where he's eating dinner off the back of
Wait,
that
let's
model.
let's.
Chicken fries.
Yeah, this is just a cool picture. He's in Paris, right?
That is awesome. He was on top of the fucking world back then, dude. All right, Am I the Asshole today is brought to you by Movement. Am I the Asshole has been a movement the past couple years. It's been the big explosion on Reddit where everybody gets to cast their vote on everybody else if they're the biggest asshole. I'll tell you this much. You're the biggest asshole in the world if you're not rocking Movement watches. They've got the most high-quality watches in the game right now for affordable prices. What kind of watches? I'm talking every kind. They got big faces and small faces. They got watches for men. They got watches for women. They've got leather bands. They've got metal bands. They've got colored. They've got monochromatic. They've got it all. These guys started out with us probably like 8 years ago now. I don't even know. They spent their first like $1,000 with us. Now they added a few zeros. They're over $100 million company that's in over 165 countries. And you can elevate your style all around with their watches and other accessories for affordable prices with high quality materials. Go to mvmt.com/KFC and you can get 15% off your order today, plus free shipping and free returns if you don't like anything. That's mvmt.com/KFC. 15% off. Join the movement today. Get yourself a few watches because for the same price as a designer watch, you can get multiple watches from Movement. That's mvmt.com/KFC for 15% off.
All right, we're doing Am I the Assholes. Kevin's not here, so you're stuck with me. Suck a dick. Don't give a shit. The first one we got is, hang on, let me pull it up. Am I the asshole for using my theater voice in order to scare my friend's annoying neighbor? I performed in amateur theater for over not 200 years. That'd be crazy. That'd be a vampire. I had performed in amateur theater for over 20 years and can now project my voice quite a distance thanks to many of the roles I've had. This is important later. Yeah, we fucking figured. The fucking headline is about annoying someone using a theater voice. Figured it came into play, Steve. 2 weeks ago, I was staying at my friend's house overnight because I was helping them with renovations, and it was just easier to stay the night and finish the reno the next day than make 2 return trips. Plus, his wife is a great cook. Okay, fucking dickhead. They have told me many stories about their annoying neighbor across the road who complains when their kids are playing outside, or that they don't like seeing so many cars parked on the street when my friends are hosting a dinner party. What the fuck? So, Sunday morning, that was a parenthetical. So, Sunday morning, 7:15, there is rapping at the door, and I open it as I was making coffee. It is the old witch neighbor telling me that I have to move my work truck now, parked in front of my friend's house, because she has guests coming for lunch at 11:30. Never being at my best this early on a Sunday, I go full King Lear on her, raising myself up and giving her a death stare. Be gone, you feculent hag, and take your miserable and selfish behavior with you. She screamed and ran away. Pretty good burst of speed for a 66-year-old. Lol. Cunt. I woke up everyone in the house. The neighbors' dogs on both sides went crazy barking, and a few people came out of their house to see what the hell was going on. I just waved and said sorry. My friend thought it was hilarious, but his wife thinks I am the asshole for waking up their kids and disturbing their neighborhood so early on a Sunday morning. So am I the asshole for scaring the old bat and waking up the neighborhood? They haven't heard from her since then. Of fucking course you're the asshole, you son of a bitch with a theater voice. If you have a theater voice, you are an asshole. That's the end of the discussion. There's nothing further I'll hear. No other arguments. Case closed. If you have a theater voice, if you reference King Lear, if you say things such as, "Be gone, you feculent hag," whether or not Shakespeare himself wrote the prose, you are an undeniable asshole. You're a piece of shit. I hope you rot. I wish one day you die in that said yard and those dogs that you woke up early on a Sunday morning fuck your dead corpse.
Okay, besides the old English, how is this different from you yelling in a child's face?
What are you talking about? That child was awake. It's entirely different.
Wait, no, this person was awake too.
this
No, well,
person-
I mean,
No.
he yelled at the woman who came up to the
He
door.
woke up all the kids.
Well, okay.
Waking someone up
Oh.
is an
So
asshole
that's what
move.
you're. So
I
it's
thought
not
you
so
were
much the
saying
yelling.
I
he's
don't
an
give a
asshole for
fuck about this
yeah.
old bitch.
Yeah,
I care about waking up the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Waking up the sleeping kids. Fuck if I care about this lady. She could die and get fucked by the dogs too. I don't give a shit about this person. I care about a person with a theater voice. I care about waking people up at 7:15 on Sunday morning. You should never wake a person up. I don't care if there's a fire. I don't care if you are a fucking alarm clock. You should not wake people up at any time. It's fucking rude.
Okay, I didn't catch the 7:15. I thought he was just yelling at the neighbor to fuck with the neighbor.
No.
Right.
The fuck, they can both die in hell. I don't give a fuck about either of the people who are the main characters of the story. What I care about, the innocent bystanders who've been fucking, their Sunday ruined, I say, by someone with a fucking theater voice who says things like, "I went full King Lear." I'll go full Hamlet and put your head on a fucking stake. How about that, cunt?
Can't really add to that.
Do you
Next
know,
time
is that
I
actually what,
ask-
is that actually what Hamlet?
I don't-
What?
I don't
Is
think
that
that's
actually
a-
what
Hamlet, at the end of Hamlet, they come out with someone's head on a
Oh
stake. I
yeah,
believe it's
yeah,
Hamlet.
shit.
yes. I don't know if it's Hamlet.
I think it is.
I don't.
I forget.
Next name on the asshole.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'll just say it's Sam the asshole. My 25-year-old male, confused about my sexuality after my girlfriend, 27 female, got me to have a threesome with my best friend, who's also a 25 male. I'm dating my girlfriend for almost 2 years, and I moved into her place recently. She knew I was a little bi-curious. Well, I guess you're not really that confused. It's hard to explain because I wasn't like I wanted to or needed to try it out, but more so like if the right situation arose, I'd explore if that makes sense. Knowing this, she'd be pushing for / asking for a threesome with another guy for some time, and it's been a fantasy of hers. Or honestly, her pushing me. Honestly, her
The gays. Tell you what, the biggest sluts on the planet. Pretty anti-slut.
yeah, I could slut shame. You're a slut. You could slut shame. Honestly, her pushing me made me more uncomfortable. Blah blah blah. I was okay with it. Maybe we could. Blah blah blah. First time after that talk, when she's over what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Want me to read
feel
this,
like I
buddy?
can't-
You went to Duke, yeah?
It's just tough to read, dude. He uses no punctuation whatsoever.
It is hard to read people who aren't writers. I've
Yes.
said that before. But I've never been quite so bad as you are.
Okay. He's over there. She asked him, just flat out asked him. He laughs, thinking she was joking, but she kept asking and bringing him up. I just sort of stayed quiet, which he noticed because he asked her to let him think about it, and then brought it up to me first chance when we were alone. Jesus. He let me vent and explain everything to him, and he told me that it doesn't sound like I actually wanted to do it, so I shouldn't do that if I didn't want to, but that if I did truly want to, he'd be down to do it, and stressed that it's something that I should only do if I actually meant to. Well, I thought about it a lot and talked to her more about it, and she promised me that if we did it, it would only be this one time, and she'd drop it / never bring it up again. So I agreed to make her happy, plus I figured it'd be good time to know. It would be good to know for sure if it's something I even like. We told him and set up
Be
a
nice
date
to
for
be
it.
in the same room as a cock for a bit.
We told him and set up a night for it. He privately made sure that he was on board. The night came and we had the threesome. It was different than I had thought. I enjoyed being with him more than I think I'd ever enjoy being with any girl before, but not just the physical act of not the physical act, the after too. After she went to shower and we stayed in bed, which led to some cuddling. Him holding me, the only way I can describe it is it felt right. It felt like this is how it's supposed to be. Blah blah blah. Gay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're gay. Honestly, now I'm wondering if I'm gay or bi. Been with a woman was never that bad. Blah 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 blah.
Okay. First of all, you better hope you're gay. If your girlfriend's like, what do you say we fuck other people? It sounds like maybe you just really suck at sex. Second of all, it sounds like you and your friend are gay together.
Yes, for sure.
I feel like putting this on you is like in The Office when Andy's like, Michael, Oscar, am I gay? And he's like, come on, this falls on me now. Like this can't. I think he says this can't possibly fall on me.
Right.
Like you determining a closeted man's sexuality. However, if you, okay, now
So
I don't
you
know
can't-
much about
all right.
threesomes. I've never had a threesome. The threesome with I've never had the. Okay.
I was like New Orleans.
Yeah. Okay. So, I've never. Boy. I've never had a threesome where there's another penis that enters the show.
Okay.
So he said I enjoyed being with him more. That
Yes.
means
and he also said and afterwards.
the end
That's
afterwards
the
was
crazy-
very clear.
that's-
That I understand what happened. They cuddled. A little odd. I enjoyed being with him more.
Right.
Implies
Yeah.
that there was some hanky panky.
Correct.
Okay, I don't know if it's a handy, a blowgy, or a fucking buddy, but there's
A what?
a butt job. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if he gave him a butt job.
I've never heard the butt job before.
Just made
but-
it up 2 seconds ago.
I like that.
I don't know if he got a butt job. I don't know if he got a butt job, gave a butt job. I don't even know what either of those mean. If you give a butt job, does that mean you got your butt fucked, or does that mean you fucked a butt?
Or does it mean you just shoved a finger up there?
Oh no, I was thinking peenie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you get a butt job, that means you're fucking a butt.
Or give a butt. If you
Because if you get a
If you
blowjob, means
give-
your dick's getting sucked.
right.
So if you get a butt job, means
yes, if you give a butt job, you're fucking someone in their ass for sure. That's,
I think getting a butt job is like getting face fucked. That means you got.
yeah.
Boy,
What
we
are
are
we talking
inventing
about?
new sexual terms.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's gonna be on Urban Dictionary.
It's
by
gonna
the end of the
it's
week.
gonna get very confusing for everybody too. Like I got a butt job last night. I was like, what? I'm like, no, it's fuck. I fucked it up. I meant shit.
Gave a butt job.
Wait, Tiffany pegged you last night? No, it was anal night. Fuck. Anyway, this dude's gay.
Yeah, big time gay. Yeah, if you're saying, oh yeah, no, I just really enjoyed that. I'm not really sure if I'm gay or not. We just cuddled a lot. After having sex with the girl and she left, we just stayed in the bed and cuddled a lot. You're gay.
I'd love to just have this conversation face to face with this guy where it's like,
I'll have a sit down with him.
like, so did you, so you kissed the guy? Yeah.
All right.
How'd it go? Loved it. And you fucked the guy too. Yup. And how'd that go? Oh, couldn't be a bigger fan.
Yeah,
And
man.
then
Okay.
and then afterwards, you guys cuddled? Oh yeah, big time. And did you like that? Way better than cuddling a woman. All right, man. I don't know why I have to walk through the door on this one. I think you might be gay.
I feel like I'm throwing stones at glass houses here. This was after I hooked up with with the first guy I ever hooked up with. I never hooked up with a girl ever again. And I still said I was bi for a while, which obviously didn't work
But
out.
that's also super problematic, isn't it?
What?
Saying that like bisexuality doesn't exist.
No, it does, and I thought, well, that's another whole thing. But I thought I was. Well, I thought I wasn't just gay, but then I realized that was just. Yeah, I mean when you
Just
when
like,
you hook
when I'm fucking women, I prefer them to be in the shower and us in the other room.
right, yeah.
I'm
No,
bi, just like I got this weird fetish that there's no women in the room.
Yeah,
That's my kink. I like to fuck a guy and a girl, but the girl gets the fuck out of there before we start fucking. All right, last
All right,
one.
that's fair.
Last one, asshole.
am I the asshole for having somebody come over to my apartment that did not look quite like their profile pictures / other pictures they sent, because those pictures were clearly old. And when they showed up at my apartment, or this hypothetical apartment, that I hypothetically told them immediately to leave because my roommate was coming home, even though that was just a complete lie.
Okay, first of all, here's the deal here. I wasn't looking at you, and you think you fucked yourself, because this story's clearly about you, because you told it a lot better than the last reading you just did. So that one was coming from memory.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, that was
I mean,
about
that's
you.
pretty
That one's
yeah.
about you. That's okay. We like to tell bad stories about ourselves. So you fat shame someone.
Well, they're not fat. They were just not exactly
Wait,
what
they
they
just
look
got
like.
ugly?
Kinda, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, well, like, but
gross.
also, like, they weren't fat.
That's
well,
worse than getting fat.
They were a little bit.
You just motherfucking weight just got ugly?
He just got ugly, for sure, yes.
What happened?
And so,
Was he
I
in
don't
an
know,
accident?
But that's what.
Did someone throw acid at him?
He got a little chunkier, but it wasn't anything. He just didn't look. You ever taken like a picture that it's like, or seen a picture of somebody and it just doesn't look like them enough, or like it might be edited or something, I guess. But it's like then you meet them and you're like, this is not what you look like in that picture. That's what kind of occurred.
I guess.
I was just so I
Was he injured in any way?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Obviously.
outward, superficial
No,
injuries.
no.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
well,
he's broken on the inside.
yeah, obviously, yeah, he's for sure broken on the inside.
You told him to get the fuck
Yeah,
out of
it
your
was
door
literally
frame.
walked in
I'm
and
sure
I
he
went-
had some internal issues going on.
I was just like, yeah, hey, I actually just meant to even though I had just texted you because you said you were outside, and I said, okay, I'm coming outside to get you. I was meant to text you that my roommate actually is like on his way home, and I can't, and then, yeah. And then he ended up coming into my apartment, and I went, actually, sorry, I can't. I, need you to leave, now.
Sir, I couldn't commend you.
Well,
that is a pretty...
Well, and then John...
You
and
got
then,
a bigger set of balls than I have, because guess what?
Oh, John...
I just miserably fucked that woman.
See, and then...
to save her the disgrace of... I would
John-
I'd date that girl for 3+ years.
I bet you would, yes. But the worst part is then... No less than 20 minutes later, I had someone else come over, and they looked even worse than he looked relative to his pictures. So
Did you send that home too?
no, I was
Oh,
then
you
I
just
then I was
fucking
just like
smoked
then I
them?
just went, well, this is just not my day.
just
So I
fucking-
we just had sex.
So you just caught a butt job?
Just got a butt job. Just caught a butt
Ooh,
job.
I fucking bet you did. Yes!
All right. Yeah. All right.
No, I don't think you're the asshole. I think people would call you. I think society would call you an asshole. But society's wrong, and we're holding the mirror up to it right now. Think about it, society. Would you rather? That's a reverse sexual assault if Zach has sex with that person because he doesn't want to, but he does it because society sexually assaulted him into
Society's
it.
fault. Yes,
They
exactly.
made him do something with his body that he didn't want to do, but he didn't want to be shamed and didn't want to be outcast, so they ruined him.
So I got sexually assaulted by society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking scumbags, each and every one of you. Voicemails time.
Voicemails today are brought to you by Roman. Voicemails has been our longest, best performing segment of all time. And if you want your dick to be nice and long and perform as best as it can, you got to get yourself some Roman. They have all sorts of everything ranging from prescription drugs to supplements and over-the-counter things that can help you perform your best as a man. I'm talking about sexually, socially, mentally, medically, physically, everything that you need as a man. Roman's got you covered. The best thing they got though is it solves the number one problem that all men have, and that is a little something I like to call premature ejac. If you're a preemie ejacker, you got to get yourself some swipes. The Roman swipes are FDA approved medical solutions to premature ejaculation, but they're not prescription. So you just buy these swipes. You can get a whole month's supply for just $5. You open them up, you rub them on your dick. It desensitizes it so that you can last longer in bed while still enjoying the sex and enjoying the feeling. It's Roman. You go to getroman.com/KFC. That's getroman.com/KFC. Get your swipes for just $5 and you can last longer in bed. That's getroman.com/KFC. Let's get to the voicemails.
Hey, KFC fights. So I had a situation happen to me that I think I can't come back from. I think it's the end for me. So I was walking down the street and I see this homeless man walking right towards me. Like he's not looking at anyone else. and he stares me down. I know he's going to talk to me. He comes up and says, "Hey, do you have any milk I could have?" And I was stunned. I couldn't move. I didn't think someone would ask me that question on the street. So, of course, I said no because I don't have milk with me. And he goes, "Not even 2%?" And I said, "No, if I don't have milk, then I don't have milk." And this man says to me, "I thought a cow like you would have some." And he walks away, and it didn't hit me until after. Like, did I just get fat shamed by a homeless person? I don't think I can come back from that. I think this is the end for me, and I don't know what to
That's
do.
one
What's the
elaborate
weirdest
fat
thing
joke from a homeless
person
man
has said to you?
who just
Because
wanted to
this
fucking
person made me want to end my
tear
life.
down a homeful person.
Well, now that I'm hearing it, I think it's a poorly placed because that guy doesn't sound fat.
I was surprised to find that out.
I don't think that guy's fat.
Well, he's
Hey-
got to be fat if someone's doing a cow joke to his face.
I think maybe he's just the guy who's just kind of tripping out of his mind. He might have been so high he
might have thought he was a
talking
cow.
an actual cow.
Yeah.
Because that
if
gentleman,
it's a cow joke,
send in a picture of yourself, sir.
Yeah,
I'd like to
that'll determine.
give you an ocular pat down, decide what your BMI
he would
is.
say though. He would say like, if that happened to me, I wouldn't be like I'm getting fat shamed. If you talk
Oh,
about
I
getting
would say
fat
that. I
shamed,
would definitely say that.
nah,
I would
you gotta
100%
be
say I got fat shamed because it's just funnier.
Right, but I mean, I feel like you don't call this in and say you're ruined if you don't think you're also fat. What if this guy started mooing at him? Moo, moo,
just following him around the whole time.
Moo, fat boy.
Ringing a bell like
moo.
Santa at the
Yeah.
fucking Salvation Army.
Shame, moo.
Look who's so
at the
fat. Look
boy.
who's so fat he needs a fucking bell on his neck.
Can I-
Fatty, fatty, mo batty, fatty, big fatty.
Can I just switch gears for a second? Because I was thinking about someone being filled up with milk.
Sure.
If I said the phrase to you, my teeth are floating. Does anybody know what that is? And does anybody have a guess what that would mean?
No.
Anybody else besides Zach? Trent says to Frankie the other day, I gotta pee so bad. My teeth are floating.
Oh, you're so full?
The idea is you're so full with piss that your mouth is full of, and your teeth are floating.
But
in
your
pee.
teeth are fucking hunkered
Wrapped
down.
in your head. I know, that made no sense. But Trent said that, and I said to him, nobody in the world says that. And he goes, I do, and it's a thing in the Midwest. And I was like, you know, I don't say ope and all those weird things that they do, but I know of them. I was like, nobody.
I say ope.
I've never heard of my teeth are floating. And there it is.
My teeth
They're
are
floating.
But they're
vile.
just not. It's like saying a fucking dock. Like the fucking pillars that
it's
that
like,
hold
no,
up a
that's
pier
anchored.
are floating. No, they're not floating.
Your teeth are fucking anchored in the piss.
Right. It
Your
could
tongue
possibly
could
float.
be floating.
Perhaps.
Kinda.
I guess
I've lived in the Midwest. I've lived in Iowa. I've never heard
heard
that
it.
once in my life.
I know. but
live
it-
like
but
right
it,
by
you know,
where
it was
Trent
enough
grew
that it
up.
was
Yeah.
like, bam, right away. Google searched, when you really got to pee.
Southern, it says.
You heard of it? You use it?
No, I feel like it's been like an older person thing. I've
Yeah,
heard
that
more
definitely
so.
sounds like that.
Like,
I
it's
can
kind
see
of
a
like
grandpa being like Clint
that's-
Eastwood says it.
Exactly, like right there, like when they said it was like I've had 4 beers, my teeth are floating. Like I feel like I can visually.
When there's a Confederate flag.
Yeah,
in the
well,
article.
not that one. But
That's
yeah,
your grandfather?
that one. No.
Been tough reunions for you, huh?
It's absolutely vile.
Them good old boys are heading out for a weekend hunting trip. This fucking place. This is where fucking Don's kidney recipient loves to hang out on this website.
What's up? So I'm just going to get to the point. It doesn't matter how we got to this question. Me and my friends were debating how much would it cost to hire a hitman. I was firmly of the stance that it had to at least be 6 digits, over $100,000 to hire a professional hitman. My other friend said 5,000.
Brother,
We look it up.
You are an
I
idiot.
won't look it.
If you think
I could probably find someone for $700.
people suck a dick for $20,
Yeah.
if you think people suck fat, ugly little people's dicks.
Well, let's just
for
be clear. It's easier to suck a dick than murder someone.
Is it?
I think so.
If
I give you the
pipe
choice,
down over there.
Yeah, we know, Zach. We know. If I gave you the choice between murdering someone and sucking a dick,
But no, I mean, for me, sure, rather suck a dick. Don't want to take a life. Don't want to give a kidney for a life either. But don't want to take one.
but for others,
But for other people who are down on their luck and things aren't going great.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. If someone's
It's
down
like,
on their
hey,
luck
go
and you
kill
can
this
suck
guy.
a dick or kill somebody, it's like, I don't want to do jail time. I'll just suck that dick.
Some people, sure. Other people, I think, would be
people are like,
happily be like, I'll just kill that person I have no emotional connection to.
Right.
I don't
Like,
care.
Whatever. That person
Like,
has no impact on
At
my
least
life.
when I close my eyes at night, I don't
I don't
have a
even know
cock
who
in my
they
mouth.
are. I feel like it all matters. It all depends on who you're killing.
Yeah.
If I just pick a fucking hobo on the street, I'm sure I could find someone to do it for like $75.
Oh,
if
someone could do
if
it
I ask
for,
you to
for
assassinate
a
somebody,
fucking lunch, Kevin.
yeah,
Someone could do it for
100,000.
you. Get them. Take care. Get them a Chipotle. They'll do it on 27th right there.
So you also have to realize that people who are willing to murder and assassinate are not exactly like. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how good they are at it. You know, it's like
Yo.
a true assassin probably like millions of dollars.
Yeah, if you want to
But, like,
hire a KGB agent,
Right,
you're gonna take out a loan for
Right,
that one.
but also they're doing like illegal shit, so it's kind of like take what you can get in certain instances depending on what level they're at. You know what I mean?
I think.
Like I don't know how much there's a blossoming market of hitmen hirings.
Yeah, if you want to get away with it, probably spend a couple more bucks.
Right.
But if you
But
just want
I
that
can make it
person
happen.
dead,
I can make it happen. It might get tracked back to you. Real
I
quick,
bet I
but
could
you
get
make
someone
it
to do it for free.
Just be like, yo, you see that person over there? They donated a kidney to nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody in particular. I'll fucking kill him right now.
Well, you seem like you had some area expertise here.
Hypothetically, it's about $10,000. I haven't used it before. I would like that on record. I mean, I have some friends who work have gone on the dark web, whatever, and they've mentioned that it was about 10 grand. I have not used said service before, but I would like. But yes, it's about 10 grand. If you want just like a regular person, like if you want Jackie dead, that's about 10 grand.
If you had just said it, I'd have been like, okay, Zach has weird knowledge. The way
Now
you're
that
saying
sounds like
it,
you've hired someone to kill.
I have not hired anyone.
Yeah, no,
Let
you
me
said
tell
that
you something.
7 times.
Let me tell you something that I totally have never, ever done before in my whole
No,
life.
you just been
I
like,
might
yo,
want
cost
this.
about 10
I might
grand,
want
but
this
all right.
cut. But no, 10 grand. It's about 10 grand. 10 grand.
All right.
If you go on the
All
dark
right,
web,
but
10
here's the
grand.
deal. I can find someone to do
I
it.
was gonna
cheaper.
say, I can
Oh,
find
I'm sure you
cheaper.
could.
I can
Yeah.
find it cheaper.
Yeah, I'm
that's
like-
that's a guy who wears like the booties over his feet and gloves and shit.
Yeah.
I could find the guy who called the fat dude a cow.
Yeah.
He'll do that shit for a fucking 1-bite pizza. Next.
Johnny, Kevin, Jackie, girl, up. I just got done watching a movie with my niece and nephew called Double Teamed. Terrible movie, fabulous name, but it got me thinking, would you rather have, if you had a movie made about your life, would you rather have a Disney Channel original movie made on your life or a Netflix documentary made about your life? One way or the other. Got some bomb stories to go around. Hope you all have a great day. I'm about to go drop them back off at their mom's house, have a 3-cheese cookie, and call it a night. Promo code KFC,
Netflix
let's go.
movie is the superior of the two.
Nope. Nope.
Disney movie?
I don't even want a Disney movie.
Channel movie?
Don't want it, but I refuse to contribute to the scourge of unnecessary documentaries. And I, my friends, am an unnecessary documentary. It's something I've spent my whole life hating. So in death, I don't want to be a participant.
Yeah, but then you just watched one and you liked it.
Huh?
Then you just watched one recently and you liked it.
Okay, if they do it 90 minutes or less, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want a series.
That's fine. That's two different things. You can get documentaries that are, 2020 does a
But even
documentary every single week.
I've railed against unnecessary documentaries. I've railed against it. And I gotta look. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, right?
What is a Disney Channel movie? Name one.
HE double hockey sticks. Brink. I'd be great in Brink. Johnny Tsunami.
These are fictional movies.
Yeah.
Also,
So I don't even get it.
let's not score
Oh, like
double
miracles.
teamed.
What?
Double teamed. The
Double
twin
teamed.
sisters take over the NBA or WNBA. They have a psychic link
Luck
'cause
of the
they're
Irish.
twins.
A great
Luck of the
film.
Irish, great
Yeah.
one, yeah.
These are all fake
so
movies.
would you
but
rather-
It would be it would be something of a kidney movie, if you will. Sure, it's based on me, but,
But it
it's
was
not really based.
there was a
on-
lot of other elements
Yeah.
that made the film.
I
okay?
inspired
Thank
the
you.
story, but it's not about me.
All right, last voicemail today. Let's do it. It is brought to you by Nectar Sunglasses. Get your nectar on. Look at these. These are polarized. These are blue blockers. They've got the black frames. They got the blue lenses. It kind of matches my blue shirt. I pull them down. I got the blue eyes. And they're high quality. They got that black matte. These are high quality glasses that are all stylish, fashionable, classic looks. And the best part is you get a lifetime warranty. The number one thing I'm always talking about sunglasses, why I don't like them, is because I always break them or I lose them and I get disappointed and I'm like, fuck. I had those glasses, now I don't, I missed them. Now you have a lifetime warranty. For any reason, if you break these, they will replace them, no questions asked. So you don't ever have to worry about having that like, fuck, I lost my favorite pair of sunglasses. They're the number one, they are totally sustainable. They're not gonna harm the environment. They're not gonna be a problem for the turtles. For the, those turtles who are always eating the
Remember you guys say when Frankie said he would just squish a turtle's head?
Oh my God, he said he would just pinch the head together with his thumbs.
Yeah, it's pretty
that
fucked
is aggressive. Let me tell you that much. But anyway, we don't have to kill any turtles to get these. They're gonna be all the turtles will be alive. And right now, when you go to nectarsunglasses.com/KFC, you can get a free pair of their best-selling blue light filtering glasses. So those are the eyeglasses to go along with the sunglasses. It's nectarsunglasses.com/KFC. And when you do a little shopping, you get a free pair of the blue light filtering sunglasses. Last one, what do we got?
Right. Hello, Kevin, John, Nick, my favorite person, Jackie. What's up? I have a hypothetical for you that has been dogging me since I inherited it in 2015 when I worked at a restaurant on Newberry Street. So, basically, we fight about it all the time, but the premise is you are stranded in a Olympic-style swimming pool filled with jello. Do you live or pushed into an Olympic... Oh, fuck. You are pushed into a swimming pool filled with jello. Do you live or do you die?
Well, this basically happened on Barstool vs. America, and Glennie and Spider almost died inside like a KY jelly pool. And they made it sound like it was the most terrifying experience of their life. And I'm not one to be like, well, I probably could fucking, do it no problem. So I think I'm going to have to say I would die.
Nah, I'd live. Easy peasy.
You would swim or you would eat your way out, you fat boy?
I'd do both. Sometimes. So I think I am very good at getting big. like if a grizzly bear ever rolled up on me, he'd run.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Because I've... Yep, see? Look at that.
That would have scared me.
Yep. Like everyone in here was pissed about that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So just think
that was extremely
I was big. I was loud. I was insufferable.
It would either scare a bear or aggravate a bunch of humans in a room. Yeah. That's for certain.
That's the game, baby. That's the fucking game. So yeah, I would just I'd get big. Like if you pushed me, I'd bounce off it. Like you ever seen that water? I forget what it's called, but like you put your hand in it, it'll go in. But if you punch it, it's solid. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay, that's you?
That's
the jello.
Yeah, like if you push me in, I'd be like, and I just bounce off the jello and come back up. I wouldn't even go into the jello.
I can't wait one day to drown you in a pool of jello.
That's
how I'm gonna do it.
I would hit that jello like I hit this fucking thing. I'd be so big and so wide and so loud that I just fucking boom.
I want to get you so fat and throw you into a pool of jello and watch you die.
Too bad. Can't do it.
Well, we meet again. This little dance that we do where you finish a video, you've made it all the way to the end, and yet you are not subscribed. Why? Why would you do that? It's like watching a TV show and then wanting to forget the channel that you just watched it on. It's like you like it. You know you've watched this whole fucking thing.
It's probably like a 6-hour video.
Just click subscribe.
Screensaver went on twice.
Just click subscribe, and then you watch the video the next time it pops up. And we don't have to do this dog and pony show every fucking time. Click subscribe.
It costs you nothing.
Costs
you nothing.
$0.
Benefits
and makes
us
us money. And then everything gets better. Rising tides lifts all subscribers. Click the bell. The bell is a big one too. And then you comment, but just click the subscribe button for the love of God.